what's up, guys, and welcome back to the Stocks with Mike and Tom show. We have so much to talk about today. We saw the market explode up around 1.2%. We have AFRM stock going crazy today on some news with Walmart. QS stock exploded. BB stock is all over the place. We have so much to talk about today and a lot of great plays. So make sure you guys stick around to the end of the video. Like I said, we have a ton of great plays today. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. We post brand new videos every single day, and let us know what stocks you are watching in the comments down below, and we'll probably look at them in tomorrow's video. So definitely let us know in the comments down below. But Tom, what's going on with AFRM?
Yeah, this is crazy. Walmart says they're actually ditching their layaway option for the upcoming holiday season in exchange for the buy now, pay later option through Affrm. And Affrm's pretty much, it's almost like getting a credit card, but whenever you check out on Walmart, you can pretty much click this little option that says buy now with Affrm. And I actually went on there and just tested it with a television, and they just charge like a simple interest, like 15% to 20% interest, and they'll like run your credit score and see if you get approved and stuff like that. But overall, it seems like a pretty good way to kind of do like a layaway option, or a good way for people to get stuff and then pay it off over time. Of course, it's almost like a credit card, except the interest rates honestly weren't too bad, Mike. I know that I was just looking at 15% for like a television and stuff, so not too bad. And it really made Affrm stock fly up today, flying up to $129 at the top here. And you can see how much volume came in at the end of the day. If you look at these blue volume candles on my chart, it just started flying right through the roof.
For sure. So I know no one likes a 15% interest rate, but when you compare that to like a lot of these credit cards, it's a pretty decent deal, and like you mentioned, Tom, they charge like simple interest. And then either way, Affrm just has a bunch of momentum right now with their company. They also had a recent deal with Amazon. They're just growing a lot, and they're set to make a lot of money. So definitely keep this one on your radar. It had an explosive move to the upside today, and it's just looking pretty good.
Yeah, and any company that charges interest and stuff like that generally does pretty good in the longer term. And we can see how good like credit card companies and stuff like Visa, MasterCard, and other companies like that have done in the long term. And one other thing that's cool about Affrm is that you could, if you pay it off within 3 months, there's actually zero interest on it. So they have a lot of cool stuff like that about them too. And hopefully it brings a lot of money into themselves and for Walmart. Walmart's honestly right on support right now, right around 143. Not looking bad. But Mike, we actually had some good news with QuantumScape. They're actually flying up today, up 14.5%. Again, breaking that support or breaking that resistance, I should say, of yesterday around $25. Had a really nice move up as they signed an agreement to work with the top global automaker earlier in the week. And they just had some great moves up today.
You know it. So they're running off of some great news. Plus, they have a lot of hype. They're breaking out, and they have a relatively high short float. So it's like a lot of reasons why this one's popping up. Either way, it has a lot of momentum. I like it for like a short-term trade, but personally, I'm not a huge fan of this one for the long term.
Yeah, me either, but it does look like it might pop up over the next couple of days and maybe retest this resistance up here around $30 or maybe around 32. I could see it with the type of news going on. And, if people start really running into this one from Wall Street bets and stuff, it can do very, very well. But we also had the cruise lines do very well today, along with airlines. Even Boeing had a great day. The banks did good. We had a pretty good day across the board in the market today, Mike. Lots of stocks popped up, and even a lot of these growth stocks like we saw with QuantumScape and stuff are really starting to pop up off of this news and just off of this hype with almost like Powell's speech yesterday. He really affirmed that the Fed's going to keep doing what they're doing right now, and the banks are loving this.
For sure. And then keep in mind with these cruise lines, they have a ton of momentum. And then CCL reports earnings tomorrow. So definitely keep that one on your radar. Depending on their earnings, it'll probably also affect the other cruise line stocks. But either way, they're looking pretty good as of right now. Bank stocks are looking good, like you said. And then even BB stock is exploding. They had pretty decent earnings. I know it's getting a lot of attention from Wall Street bets.
Yeah, and there is a pretty good support down here around $10.60, and those earnings went pretty well for them. And I could honestly see this one continuing. We broke up through the 1,000 SMA, holding support very well here at the end of the day. And if we see a decent pop tomorrow morning, I could see this stock going up too. But I wanted to talk about one more thing before we get into the momentum plays, and it's not too alarming yet, but the White House came out today and they wanted to advise federal agencies to prepare for the first government shutdown of the COVID-19 era. Like I said, it's not going to affect anything too drastically yet, but they're saying that they find themselves staring at a September 30th deadline to pass an appropriations bill before government funding lapses. So I just wanted to throw that out there. It could possibly make the markets fall over the next couple of weeks, but I don't think it's too pressing yet.
For sure. So lots of things are going on in the market right now. We're seeing a lot of upwards momentum, one with the SPY, but a lot of different stocks, cruise lines, banks, QS, AFRM. It seems like a lot of things are just booming up. So there's a lot of opportunity heading into tomorrow, but let's get right into our momentum plays. With the first one, we have Palantir to the upside, and this one had a great day.
Yeah, they did very well. Make them break out above 29.20. I think that's a great upper level for them to break out above for tomorrow. And I'm so glad to see them resurging back up.
All right, and then we have RCL also to the upside.
Yep, and go ahead and make RCL pass above 89.25.
All right, and with the last one, we have Boeing also to the upside.
Yeah, they held that 210 support so well and broke out above 220 today. Make them break out above 222.70 for tomorrow.
Sounds good. So we're watching these three plays for potential day trades to the upside tomorrow. Basically, if they break above the levels Tom listed, we like them for quick in and out day trades tomorrow to the upside. But we have to highlight our member of the day today, which is Clinton B. So he made a great comment on yesterday's video. He said, only the best YouTube channel out there. Better come join us in the Discord. We be getting that paper. There we go. So thank you so much for that, Clinton. And if you guys want to join that Discord, the Stocked Up Discord, the link is going to be that first comment in the comments down below. It will also be in the description down below. It is completely free. You can network with a bunch of other traders and chat with Tom and myself basically all day long. Again, it's going to be that first link in the comments down below, and the link will also be in the description down below. We even have free day trades, so definitely check it out. And let's get right into the comments from the previous video. We have Conor McGregor saying snow will make it rain soon. So snow's been looking pretty good lately. It's been on a solid uptrend for the past couple months. What do you think, Tom?
Yeah, I think it looks pretty decent. There is a pretty big resistance, I should say, coming up right around 325 to 328. So be a little careful of that. But I'm really glad to see it popping up after we had that bad dip in the market. I think it just kind of fell down with the market dipping. And like I said, there's that huge resistance around 328. So be a little careful of that. But if we break that, really watch out for a nice run up. I feel like we could see a pretty good run if it breaks.
All right, and then we have Edgar saying, great video as always. What are you thinking about Pinterest? So this play is just like okay to me. It's not great. It's not horrible. I just like a lot of other plays more, like DraftKings, RCL, Corsair, Palantir, Boeing, and a lot of other ones. But Pinterest, it's not bad. It's at a low level. The only thing I would consider on this one is like some short puts. But like, Tom, do you have any levels for us or any thoughts on this one?
We are right at this $50 resistance. And the thing that worries me is with the last earnings, we had a pretty bad gap to the downside. So if the earnings go south again and we gap down again, that could be pretty bad. There's not too much resistance to the downside, or I should say support once we break $50. I mean, it might be pretty straight down towards 40 after 50 is broken. So be a little careful of it, but we're right at the $50 support. So I like that. And it's a good level to buy it for the long term right now. I think to start to average in, as long as you like Pinterest for the long term, I think it's a good time right now, but it's just not the play for me. Like you talked about, Mike, there's so much better, I think, other plays out there like CHPT, RUN, and just some of these growth stocks that are down by support.
Good stuff. And then we have I'm Fear saying, great show, guys. Thoughts on SOFI? It had a great day today, but what levels would be good to look at for entering or maybe even a cash secured put? So I think it looks decent. I still like other plays more, like I mentioned earlier in the video, DraftKings, RCL, Palantir, Corsair, Run, stuff like that. But it definitely does have good momentum. It looks like there's going to be a pretty big resistance right around $17.50, which Tom just drew on the chart. I like the cash secured puts on it, maybe the 15 strike for November or something like that. But Tom, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that 1750 resistance is going to be pretty hard to break out above. It's been having a pretty good uptrend the past couple days actually though, from 1450 straight up to 1750. So that's a pretty good move that we just saw, and I'm glad that we saw it breaking up, but we are right at resistance, and you just have to respect these resistances sometimes, and we're also right on the SMAs. So I could possibly see a couple days of consolidation, but if you see it break out above 1750, I think we could get a pretty good run to the upside. So really just wait for that breakout, I think, and you could get a pretty good move up.
There we go. So, Tom, do you have any last minute stocks, options, or anything you're watching for tomorrow?
I'm still keeping my eyes on the gold market a little bit. I was looking at it to the upside a little bit last week, and we really started to pull back to the downside after Powell spoke yesterday. You can see gold actually almost had more of a reaction yesterday from Powell talking than the actual market did, which is pretty surprising to see. You can see how much up and down movement went on with the gold market right there. So it's pretty weird to see that. And we're also seeing dollar sign DXY starting to go to the upside on the daily chart a little bit more. So we'll have to see what goes on with the gold market here, but it's really in a tight spot, and we'll have to see what goes on, especially with this possible shutdown news coming from the White House and with all these catalysts going on in China.
You know it. If you're an options trader, definitely check out that first link in the description down below for daily option swing trades, day trades, order flow bots. You can cancel at any time. You can chat with Tom and myself all day long, and we have daily options plays, and they've been working very well. We're in RCL calls, Palantir calls. We have a bunch of different plays, so definitely check it out. It's going to be that first link in the description down below. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. We post brand new videos every single day. But other than that, thanks for watching.